For the past 5 weeks, we've been working backwards. We've questioned definitions. We've gone back to the original Brundtland Report. We've discovered that one famous sentence cannot possibly summarize a 400-page report. We've asked what sustainability actually means before asking whether something is sustainable. Today, I'd like to ask what may be the most important question of all. What are you trying to sustain? At first glance, the answer maybe seems obvious, but is it? Suppose I ask that same question to 5 different people. A CEO, a chief sustainability officer, a city mayor, a product designer, and a parent. I expect I'd receive 5 different answers. The CEO might say, the future of the business. The parent, possibly my children's future. The mayor, what would he say or she say? The prosperity of our community. The product designer, more than likely, would say a product with less environmental impact. None of these answers is wrong, but they're not answering exactly the same question. And I believe that's where much of today's confusion about sustainability begins. You see, over the past 40 years, we've increasingly spoken as though sustainability were a single destination. I don't believe it is. I believe sustainability is a parent concept. And every application of sustainability begins by asking a more specific question. Sustainable development asks, what are we trying to sustain through development? Business sustainability asks, what are we trying to sustain through businesses? Sustainable agriculture asks, what are we trying to sustain through agriculture? The same is true of sustainable finance, sustainable manufacturing, sustainable cities, and what I call sustainable circularity. Each is an application. Each narrows the question. Each introduces its own priorities, trade-offs, and decisions. The problem begins when we treat these applications as though they were identical to sustainability itself. They are not. Sustainability is not the same as sustainable development. It's not the same as business sustainability. And it's not the same as circularity. These are closely related conversations, but they are different conversations. When we forget that distinction, people often believe they disagree about sustainability, when in reality, they're just answering different questions. Early in my corporate career, I frequently facilitated product innovation sessions. Around the table sat people from marketing, finance, purchasing, manufacturing, research and development, and communications. Eventually, someone would ask, how does this product contribute to our sustainability objectives? Everyone agreed that it was an important question, one that the corporation wanted to be dealing with. What fascinated me was that everyone quietly answered it differently. Marketing thought about it through customers. Finance thought about profitability. Purchasing thought about their suppliers. Manufacturing thought about production. Communications, well, they thought about reputation. No one was being difficult. Each person was simply trying to sustain something slightly different. It took me many years to realize that the disagreement wasn't really about the product at all. It was about assumptions. If we never agree on what we're trying to sustain in the first place, how can we hope to agree on the strategies that are designed to sustain it? And perhaps that's one reason why sustainability has become such an expansive conversation. We use one word, but we're often answering entirely different questions. So this week's declaration is a simple one. Every application of sustainability begins by answering one question. What are you trying to sustain? Everything else follows and flows from the answer you give. Next week, I'd like to explore another question that naturally follows as well. If business sustainability is simply one application of sustainability, is business sustainability exactly the same thing as sustainability? That question has shaped much of my own thinking over the past 4 years, 40 decades, 4 decades. Until then, I'd like to leave you with one question. What are you trying to sustain? I'd genuinely like to hear your answer, because your answer may reveal more than your sustainability strategy ever could. Until next time, this is Ken Alston. Keep asking better questions. Keep asking better questions, because better questions often lead to better futures.